text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us. Thank you.
Now listen to the headline news. Trump defends Witkoff after leak appears to show envoy coaching Russia. At least 13 dead after fire engulfs residential tower blocks in Hong Kong. Once in 300 years rain hits Thai city as floods ravage Southeast Asia. Who killed our children? Indian parents ask as House of Horrors convict acquitted. 24 Nigerian schoolgirls released over a week after abduction. Warner settles lawsuit with AI music firm and launches joint venture. Bolsonaro ordered to start serving 27-year prison sentence for Brazil coup plot. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser won't seek re-election. U.S. hikes national park fees for foreigners to put American families first. They told me to choose between my hijab and boxing. Now listen to the detailed news. U.S. President Donald Trump defended Special Envoy Steve Witkoff after a leaked audio recording appeared to show Witkoff advising a Russian official on how to appeal to the president. The leaked call surfaced soon after the U.S. released a 28-point draft peace plan that was widely criticized for aligning too closely with Russian interests in the Ukraine war. Witkoff, who has visited Moscow multiple times this year and is scheduled to meet President Vladimir Putin again next week, has never visited Kyiv in his official role, even though other U.S. officials have done so. Diplomatic talks continued following criticism from Ukraine and European leaders, and the peace plan has now been revised to better reflect Ukrainian and European interests. At least 13 people have died after a massive fire engulfed several high-rise towers in a residential complex in Hong Kong's Tai Po district. Thick gray smoke poured from the 31-story buildings as firefighters battled the blaze, with some emergency workers injured during the operation. Police reported that several residents remained trapped, while 2 people were in critical condition with severe burns. Fire engines and ambulances filled the streets as firefighters used ladder trucks and cherry pickers to spray water onto the burning towers. Parts of Thailand are experiencing record-breaking floods, which have killed at least 33 people and prompted the deployment of military ships and helicopters to aid relief efforts. The floods have affected 10 southern provinces, with Hat Yai, a key business hub near the Malaysian border, recording its heaviest rainfall in 300 years, measuring 335 millimeters in a single day. Vehicles and homes have been submerged, forcing residents to seek refuge on rooftops. Over 2 million people in Thailand have been impacted, though only about 13,000 have been moved to shelters. Nearly 20 years after the discovery of 19 women and children's bodies near a bungalow in Noida, India, the case has returned to public attention as Surinder Kohli, the last of the 2 men convicted, has been acquitted by the Supreme Court. On 12 November, the top court accepted Kohli's claim that his confession, which included disturbing admissions of cannibalism and necrophilia, was extracted under torture. The original case dates back to December 2006, when Moninder Singh Ponder, a businessman, and his servant Surinder Kohli were arrested after body parts were found near their home. A group of 24 Nigerian schoolgirls abducted over a week ago from a boarding school in Kebbi State has been released, according to President Bola Tinubu. Armed assailants had stormed the school on 17 November, killing 2 staff members and abducting 25 students, one of whom escaped shortly afterward. The circumstances surrounding the girls' release remain unclear, but President Tinubu praised security forces for their swift response. This incident is part of a spate of kidnappings in Nigeria, including a recent mass abduction of more than 250 children from a Catholic school in Niger State, highlighting the ongoing security crisis in the country's northern regions. Warner Music Group, WMG, has announced a new artificial intelligence, AI, music venture with the tech startup Suno, following a legal dispute between the two companies last year. Under the settlement agreement, users will be able to create AI-generated music using the voices, names, and likenesses of artists who opt into the program. Suno's generative AI platform, which allows users to produce music from simple descriptions, will roll out an advanced 2026 model next year, with audio downloads available for a fee, while free-tier songs can still be played and shared. Brazil's Supreme Court has ordered former right-wing President Jair Bolsonaro to begin serving a prison sentence of 27 years and 3 months for plotting a coup following his loss in the 2022 election to Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Justice Alexandra de Moraes ruled that the case had reached its final judgment, with no further appeals possible. Bolsonaro, 70, has been detained in Brasilia since Saturday after being deemed a flight risk and removed from home detention. He will serve his sentence in a federal police jail and is to receive full-time medical care due to worsening health conditions. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced that she will not seek re-election next year for a 4th term. Bowser, who has led the city since 2015, highlighted her accomplishments during her tenure, including increasing housing, managing the COVID-19 pandemic, and driving major infrastructure investments in low-income areas. Her decision opens the field for a competitive mayoral race in the Democratic stronghold, with at least 4 candidates already declaring their intention to run and more expected to join. The Trump administration has announced that foreign tourists visiting popular U.S. national parks, including the Grand Canyon and Yosemite, will have to pay an additional fee of $100 per person. From 2026, non-residents will also need to pay more than $250 for an annual park pass, while U.S. citizens and permanent residents will continue to pay $80. The policy applies to 11 of the most visited sites and coincides with the launch of an upgraded online booking system and improved access for motorcyclists. Additionally, the Department of the Interior has designated 8 patriotic fee-free days in 2026 for residents, including Memorial Day, Independence Day, and Veterans Day. Zaina Nassar, a 27-year-old German boxer of Lebanese descent, is set to make her professional debut in Pakistan while wearing a hijab and full-body covering, a historic first in professional boxing. Inspired by female fighters on YouTube, Nassar began boxing at age 13 and successfully convinced her parents to let her pursue the sport. She has since become a multiple Berlin champion and national title holder, campaigning to change rules that previously banned hijabs in amateur competitions.